Hello, welcome to your special Eclipse Month Tarot and Oracle readings for the month of February. I've already uploaded the monthly forecast videos as well as the Valentine's videos for singles and couples, but I figured you also wanted to know how the eclipses would be affecting the 12 signs as well. As you can see, it's really windy out here in LA, and I figured it was appropriate to film this intro outside. One, because you never really get to see my face on this channel, and two, the energy that we're seeing is really telling. We have the winds of change that are upon us, and it's sort of foreshadowing the change that we're going to be seeing in February with these eclipses. As a quick announcement, I also wanted to share that I have begun posting to my new SunGoddess astrology YouTube channel. So if you're interested in astrology or interested in learning about astrology, you may want to check out some of the videos that I've been creating. I start out at a very basic beginner's level, and I intend on posting some more intermediate and advanced videos later on. I'll go ahead and put a link to that channel in the description box below. Libra, for your Eclipse Tarot reading, I'll be pulling 6 cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. The first 3 cards will be for the full moon lunar eclipse on the 10th at 4:33 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the second 3 cards will be for the new moon solar eclipse on the 26th at 6:58 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, you can adjust the time according to your specific time zone. Okay, so I wanted to begin by saying that everything in the dark eventually comes to the light. During the eclipse, the lights go out, the celestial lights go out in the sky, in which they will reveal things that were once hidden. Okay, so full moons generally have to do with culminations or endings. New moons generally reveal opportunities for new things to commence. In both cases, the energy could come in suddenly. For you, Libra, the full moon lunar eclipse will be in your 11th house, and the new moon solar eclipse will be in your 6th house. So we'll see how this go ahead and plays out for you. All right, so far you have the 6 of Cups. All right, so the 6 of Cups is about lovely memories. It's really just a card about sweetness, nostalgia, remembering things how they were. Okay, and it's also about spiritual gifts. To me, this is more like a gift of time. So if you have the lunar eclipse in your 11th house of friendship, there could be someone that you're spending some quality time with that either feels like a sibling or it's just someone that's close to your heart. Okay, this is, you know, a card of the past. So it could also be past lives. It could be soulmates from the past, or just people that you share your current life past with, like siblings and childhood friends. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see how the lunar eclipse will play out. This card has been coming up for a lot of people. I look at it as an indication and warning. Okay, so you see the writing on the wall. All right, I see some very lovely energy leading up to it though. So actually, some of you might want to watch the Leo video, because these 2 cards came up as well. I think they were inverted though. So this card was maybe here and this card was here. Anyway, if you Libras have Leo in your chart, you also might want to check out that video. All right, so the 3 of Cups is about a celebration, a good time, some sort of party. There is a lot to celebrate. There's a lot to be grateful for, okay? And I see it's like a close-knit circle of friends, which you really share the same beliefs. You share the same goals. And here I'm seeing the world, which is goals and achievement. Okay, so here's your support system. emotional and moral support for what you're trying to achieve. You have that, okay? Now, you've got something here that's saying you need there's some revision that needs to be done. There's something that needs to be taken a look at again a little bit more carefully. Something may be like arise where you thought you had completed something and you're having to sort of go back and redo, you know, some sort of detail that you had overlooked. I'm seeing, because it's following the World card, this is signifying a completion, and this is saying wait, not yet. So what you thought you had finished maybe has not yet finished. Also, the full moons, again, they do tend to bring culminations or endings, which would indicate this card, something really coming to fruition. But then, you know, at what consequence or what price? You know, maybe you're just sort of like celebrating the end before it's fully done here. You haven't quite crossed the finish line. It's like sort of, what is that word, or what is that phrase I guess I'm looking for, is like, maybe jumping the gun, or, you know, celebrating before, I guess counting your eggs before they've hatched. Okay, we can go with that. So that's what I would have to say, is like, make sure that you don't overlook some important detail here. You might have to go back and redo it. Something from the past, you might have to go back and redo. Okay, so Libra, for your 6th house, which is the house of work, you know, your health, and, you know, it's like day-to-day duties, chores, things like that. You have the 6 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. Okay, this looks good. So I'm seeing it as being actually more health related, because I'm seeing like things were a little bit turbulent and maybe emotionally up and down in the past. You're moving on to something a little bit more calm. And I see the calm here too. It's like after the storm, you have the calm, right? And this is like taking it easy. You're resting. All right. So you have something to celebrate as an accomplishment being finished here. I definitely see that the world is like, okay, yeah, achievement may be like an important milestone that you've reached here. Moving on. Okay. And you're resting, you're taking a break. I think this is like a well-needed, well-deserved rest, because it's like you've done a lot. And now you're sort of like maybe reviewing your next steps, your next plan, and also making sure you get enough sleep is good for your health. I'm also seeing the caduceus here, which is this symbol for healing and medicine. You could be connecting up with an energetic healer at this time. Okay. I'm also seeing it's possible that you may be taking on someone else's energy, and maybe that's what that is about. Okay. So if you're, you know, in the healing arts, I could see that you just need to sort of clear your energy to make sure that you really finish or complete something. There's no loose ends that are sort of, you know, needing to be tied here. That's what I'm just getting, is like there's a little bit of loose ends or something that is not being seen. It feels like it has to do with someone else's energy. Okay. And maybe some of you are just going to be consulting like an energy healer. This could be like a card of acupuncture. There's someone laying down on the table and there's like these pins above him or her. And I'm also seeing this could be like chiropractic work, since there's like a straight sword here underneath his back, right? He's laying on this. And this is a card of rest. So whatever it is, like maybe it's a meditation class, maybe it's, I feel like you're going to be laying on some sort of maybe massage table. There's someone coming to meet you to sort of help heal you. You're going to be moving forward. I really feel like the 6th house of health is really time to take action, move forward with your any sort of like adjustments or things that you want to do with your health, any sort of, I guess, service or appointment, this would be a good time to do that. All right, I want to go ahead and roll the astro dice to see what's coming up here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, 6th house. All right, so the solar eclipse in your 6th house, house of health. Here we go. Making sure that you take care of your health and doing some healing practices. You have Saturn, which is, Saturn honestly could be sickness. Some of you may be down and out with a cold, but then you seek a healer, or, you know, you drink some herbal teas in some way, and sort of, you know, it might take you a couple of days, you know, to get back to health. Because Saturn does represent ill health in the 6th house. It could be something that you need to take care of. Now, Saturn also represents bones. You could be going to the dentist. It could be something, again, to do with chiropractic work. But since I'm seeing Taurus, Taurus rules the throat and the mouth. So I do feel like some of you are maybe going to the dentist. Very literally. Okay. Just a little bit of advice. If you're going to be seeking out some sort of medical appointment, it's best not to do it on the day of the solar eclipse on the 26th, okay? It's good to do it the day before, so the 25th, or even the 24th, or 3 days after, which would be, I guess, what, the 1st of March. Just a little word of advice, because the energy can be too intense. If the light goes out in the sky, we're not able to see. You don't want that happening if you're in the practitioner's chair or the chair where the practitioner is working on you. Energetically, if the lights go out, you want the healer to be able to see what's going on. Don't want any confusion. All right, enough of that. So I want to pull a Magical Mermaids and Dolphins card for you, Libra. I love this deck. It's very positive. It gives me a lot of comfort personally whenever I select cards from this deck, and I just want to see what message they want to say to you. Soulmate relationship. Okay, I did say that in the very beginning. So here is the soulmate, past lives, or someone from your past. Here we have a connection. I was seeing it in the 6th house of health and you sort of connecting with somebody for your health, but it's also healing. So this could be healing with a soulmate coming in, or healing from a soulmate relationship. Either one. This soulmate could be coming in to help heal you, or you could be help healing them. Okay. It says new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. All right, Libra. This was your reading, your eclipse reading for February. Thank you so much for watching and liking and sharing my videos. Also, if you saw anything within these cards that you want to add or share, leave them in the comment section below. Your input is certainly welcome. Thank you so much again for subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the upcoming videos.